you watched the news lately? Paid attention to Facebook or other sites? You listened to folks? We talk about what's bad, don't we, all the time? What's wrong? We're worried. We're scared. There's lots of... In fact, there have been entire theologies kind of derived around how bad the world is and how much to hell in a handbasket it's going, right? And so you have people whose entire life is lived around this worldview that our world's getting worse and worse and worse and worse and worse, and everything's bad and everything's horrible and everything's, sad and everything's broken. And in the process of doing so, these are Christ followers who walk around moping, frustrated, scared, broken, with no hope to offer anybody other than, man, it'd be nice if Jesus would come back. That's about it. We are surrounded. It is epidemic level in our world. Then we must just admit this and recognize so many of us have given up on hope. We don't see it. So many people have given up on hope. They don't feel it. They don't sense it. The psalmist, thousands of years ago, wrote this psalm. I am losing all hope. I am paralyzed with fear. Describes what so many people in our world feel today. So listen, I don't think the voice that they need to hear from me is something that confirms their lack of hope, something that confirms their fear. The voice they need to be hearing from me and from you is that there is reason to take hope. There is reason to have hope. There's reason to live from a perspective of hope. You see, we only really have one true hope in this world. We really only have one thing, one person who can give us hope, and that is this. Psalm 39:7 says, this is all just walking through, we only have one true hope. It's the next slide. And so, Lord, where do I put my hope? My only hope is in you. Let me read that again. And so, Lord, where do I put my hope? My only hope is in you. Now talk about the word only for a second. So, maybe only might be the most important word in that sentence. My only hope. Just let your mind think about this for a moment. That means that if he looks anywhere other than to God, what does he have? No hope. If he looks anywhere other than to the Father, what does he have? No hope. If he looks to finances, what does he got? No hope. If he looks to government, what does he have? No hope. If he looks to his relationships without God, what does he have? No hope. If he looks to his job, no hope. He looks to his car, the internet. This is 3,000 years ago, no internet. But, if you look, whatever it is he's looking at, he's got no hope. My only hope is you. This is one of those areas where I think sometimes, hear me very carefully, this is good right here. You got to get this, okay? Sometimes we wonder why God allows our government not to be as strong as we wish it was. Sometimes we wonder why God allows our economy to not be as strong as we wish it was. Sometimes we wonder why God doesn't allow our jobs or our friendships or our marriage or our home or our car or our, whatever to be as good as we wish that it was. And we forget that God wants to be our only hope. You see, some of us will pray, Lord, make the economy better, Lord, make our government better, because we don't realize it, but what we want is we want to be able to have hope in our economy and our government. And in the process, if we don't watch out, we end up hoping in them and not hoping in Him. You start hoping in something that's not Him, He will gladly let that hope fall away so that we will have one true, only hope. The real test of faithfulness is if you and I can live in a world that has a great economy and a great government and a great car and a great job and a great set of friendships and still know that even though those things are solid, our only hope is Christ. That's the important factor. That's what I wonder if maybe God is waiting for in our lives, is to help us come to a place where whether we face feast or famine, we recognize that our only hope is Him. We can't find hope by staying in the parking lot. We can't find hope by having engines that direct our own path. We can't find hope by anchoring out in a place that we deem familiar and safe. We can only have hope by lifting our sails to the direction of the Spirit's wind and letting Him take us where He wants us to go.